May this cloud of incense, flowers, spread in all 10 directions of the Dharma realm, offered to all the Buddhas, the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, the assembly of Bodhisattvas and Shravakas, please accept this Buddhist service. It is time. So now our lay leader Dinshin will invite you to please rise and stand so that you can do your circumambulation in a clockwise manner, offering the banners related to the Segaki service. As you do, please offer incense. Yogo! Circumambulation, the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings. Tuyo-hi-do. He is great, the awakened one, the great Holy Lord. In him there is no defilement, no contamination, no attachment. Trainer of gods and men, elephants and horses, the breeze of his way, the fragrance of his virtue permeates all. Quiet is his wisdom, calm his emotions, serene and firm his reasoning. His views are extinguished and self-consciousness abolished, making him serene. Long ago, he eradicated delusionary thinking, will never return to the phenomenal and re-enter worldly life. Quiet in his wisdom, calm his emotions, serene and firm his reasoning. His views are extinguished and self-consciousness abolished, making him serene. Long ago, he eradicated delusionary thinking and will never return to the phenomenal and re-enter worldly life. His body is neither existing nor non-existing, neither caused nor conditioned, neither itself nor other, neither square nor round, neither short nor long, neither appearing nor disappearing, neither born nor extinct, neither constructed nor arisen, neither made nor produced, neither sitting nor lying, neither walking nor standing, neither moving nor turning, neither resting nor idle, neither advancing nor retreating, neither at peace nor in danger, neither passive nor negative, neither gaining nor losing, neither this nor that, neither coming nor going, neither blue nor yellow, neither red, white, neither crimson, nor purple, nor a variety of colors. Born of morality, concentration, wisdom, liberation, and knowledge of liberation. Emerging from samadhi, the 6 supernatural powers and the requisites of the way. Springing from kindness and compassion, the 10 powers and fearlessness, according due to the causal affinities of the good karma of sentient beings. Now we, the assembly of 80,000, all gather together, making obedience and taking refuge in the one who has extinguished reflective thought and consciousness, the trainer of elephants and horses, the sage without attachment. Making obedience, we submit ourselves to the form body of the Dharma, morality, concentration, wisdom, liberation, and knowledge of liberation. Making obedience, we submit ourselves to his wonderful, noble character. Making obedience, we submit ourselves to the inconceivable. His Brahma voice, which resonates like the 8 times of thunder, fine, wonderful, and pure, is very profound and far-reaching. He spreads the 4 truths, the 6 perfections, and the 12 causes, according to the mental workings of sentient beings. If one hears, one's mind is open, breaking the bonds of innumerable chains of life and death. Some who hear become stream enterers, once returners, non-returners, or arhats. Some reach the state of faultlessness, the unconditioned, Tatyeka Buddha. Some reach the level of bodhisattva, free from arising and extinction. Some obtain the innumerable dharani, make eloquent explanations without hindrance, recite profound and wonderful verses, play and bathe in the pure pond of the Dharma, or display the divine power to soar and fly and freely go in and out of the water or fire. Such are the marks of the Tathagata's Dharma wheel. It is pure, unlimited, and inconceivable. Making obedience together, we dedicate our lives to the timely rolling of the Dharma wheel. We make obedience and submit ourselves to the Brahma voice. We make obedience and submit ourselves to the causes, truths, and perfections. The world-honored one, for uncountable past eons, through laborious toil, has cultivated and practiced all virtuous activities for the sake of human beings, heavenly beings, and dragon kings, for all living beings everywhere, He has given up all things hard to give up, goods and treasures, wife and child, country and palace. Because of the Dharma that is for Buddhists and non-Buddhists, he was not stingy, giving his head, eyes, bones, and brain, everything as offerings to the people, kept the Buddha's pure prohibitions, and never did any wrong, even at the cost of his life. Even though beaten with swords or sticks or cursed and insulted, he never became angry. Despite the abuse of his body for eons, he never became weary or worn out. He was at peace night and day, and constantly meditating. He studied all the ways of things with deep wisdom, recognizing the capacities of all living beings. This is why, having obtained the power of freedom, he became the Dharma king, free in the Dharma world. Again, making obedience altogether, we take refuge in the one who has done all difficult things. As if sprinkled with nectar, we shall feel cool and refreshed, as if from a country suffering from famine, and now seeing the meal of a great king. With the sacred spell of a meal of white rice offered to the spirits as numerous as the sands of the Ganges River, may they all be sated and abandon the mind of stinginess, quickly escape the darkness and be born among the good paths, devote themselves to the three treasures, and aspire to awakening, finally attaining the unsurpassable, awakening, their virtue spreading boundlessly and endlessly, so that all sentient beings share the meal of the Dharma. Wonderful incense burners of the many treasures, the gods and men burn priceless incense. The incense burners automatically went around, and the odor was offered to the world honored ones. The sumana flowers and the jatika flowers, the tamala, papra, and kandana, aloes, and sapangwood, we offered to the Lotus Sutra. All of you spirits, please attend now, that I offer you this meal, that throughout the 10 directions and all spirits may receive this offering as if sprinkled with amrita. We shall feel as cool and refreshed as if from a country of suffering from famine, and now see the meal of the great king. May the merit we have accumulated by this offering be distributed among all living beings, and may we and all other living beings attain the way. Please open your blue Dharma booklet. Page 5. Invocation. Honor be to the great mandala, the perfect circle of all honorable ones revealed by our founder Nichiren Shonen. Honor be to the eternal Buddha Shakyamuni, our original teacher, the Lord of the Dharma, our great benefactor who attained enlightenment in the remotest past. Honor be to the sutra of the lotus flower of the wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one vehicle. Honor be to our founder, the great Bodhisattva Nichiren Shonen, dispatched by our original Buddha. Honor be to Renge Ajari Nichichi Shonen, the first overseas missionary. Honor be to the protected deities of the Dharma. We honor all of you. May you come to this consecrated place out of your compassion towards us. See us with the light of your wisdom and accept our offering of chanting the sutra and Namu Renge Kyo. Please turn to page 9. Verses for opening the sutra. The most profound and wonderful teaching is presented in this sutra. This sutra is difficult to read even once in thousands and millions of aeons. Now we have been able to see, hear, receive, and keep this sutra. May we understand the most excellent teaching of the Tathagata. The most excellent teaching of the great vehicle is very difficult for us to understand. We shall be able to approach enlightenment when we see, hear, or touch this sutra. Expounding is the Buddha's wisdom. Expounded is the Buddha's truth. The letters composing this sutra are the Buddha's manifestation. Just as perfume is taught by something put nearby, so shall we be richly benefited by this sutra, even when we are not aware of being so benefited, because infinite merits are accumulated in this sutra. We can expiate our past transgressions, do good deeds, and attain Buddhahood by the merits of this sutra. It does not matter whether we are wise or not, or whether we believe the sutra or slander it. This sutra is the most wonderful and most excellent taught by the Buddhas of the past, present, and future. May we meet and receive it, earth after earth, world after world. Turn to page 11. Renge Kyo, Oven Ponai Ni, Niji Seizan Jusan Mayan Jodi Kiyo Shayo Suyoshi, Jin Muryo Goji Eon Nange Nange Sai Shomon Yaguchi, Jobu Goji Jobi Shaya Usuyo Shinmon Yagusen Man no Kuju no Jinjo Jo Kuju Yo Lo Yu Jo Jo Jinjo Jo Mon Jo Ju Jin Jin Ni Jo Mon Ni Jo Netsu Ni Ju Nange Shai Osu Go Ju Jo Ru Shi Ai Ju Ju En Ju Ju Ri Yu Po En Gong Jo Mu Ju O En Jin Do Ju Jo Ryo Ri Jo Yaku Jo Ri Sha Na No Rai O En Shi Ken Haram Su Kai Yu Soku Shari O Su Yo Rai Shi Ken Ko Rai Shin Non Mu Ryo Mu Ge Riki Mu Jo Ri Sen Jo Ge Gatsu San Mai Jin Yu Sai Jo Ju Ri Sai Ni Jo Mu Ro Shari O Su Yo Rai No Ju Ju Hun Ne Ju Yo Se Jo Gon Ji Yu Nan Ne Kra Ju Shin Shari O Su Ju Yo Gon Ji Mu Ryo Mu En Ni Jo Ru O Ju Ju Jo Ju Ji Shari O Su Ju 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 Jo Ri Sha Ra Ru Jo Jo Ju Tai Chi Gen Nan Ge Ji O Yi Bu Su Yo Bu Su Nai No Ju Jin Jo Ji Jo Jo Ri Jo Yo De Jo Jo De Jo Jo De Nai Jo De Ri Jo De Sa Jo De En Jo De En Jo De Ga Jo De Ho Jo De Hon Ma Su Su Jo 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 Ri Jo Jo De Jo Jo De Jo Jo De Nai This one takes 35. You do it on the booklet. Today's Sofu, for Nichiren Shonen, is entitled Shijo Ringo Dono Gosho, offerings for hungry ghosts. You also asked about the offerings for the hungry ghosts. Gospel 3 of the Lotus Sutra says, suppose a man came from a country suffering from famine. Now he saw the meal of a great king. This phrase is talking about the 4 great Shravakas of intermediate capacity who had never heard of the unique flavor of ghee. However, when they encountered this sutra, they could enjoy it fully, thereby putting an end to their hunger. That is what the Lotus Sutra says. If so, pray for the hungry ghosts with the chanting of this phrase from the sutra and Namu Myo Horenge Kyo when you make offerings for them. Please place your hands in Gasho. We will chant Namu Myo Horenge Kyo in the Edo style. In one complete breath, please chant Namu Myo Horenge Kyo. Don't worry about syncing up our chanting. Just complete. When you hear the final bell, finish wherever you started. Don't worry about stopping abruptly. Godai, chanting of Namu Myo Horenge Kyo. Namu Myo Page 66. The difficulty of retaining the sutra from chapter 11, beholding the stupa of treasures. It is difficult to keep this sutra. I shall be glad to see anyone keeping it for a moment. So will all the other Buddhas. He will be praised by all the Buddhas. He will be a man of valor, a man of endeavor. He should be considered to have already observed the precepts and practiced the dukkha. He will quickly attain the unsurpassed enlightenment of the Buddha. Anyone who reads and recites this sutra in the future is a true son of mine. He shall be considered to live on the stage of purity and bliss. Anyone after my extinction who understands the meaning of this sutra will be the eye of the worlds of gods and men. Anyone who expounds this sutra even for a moment in this dreadful world should be honored with offerings by all gods and men. Echo, prayer. Today we will not name any of our ancestors by name because our service is for all sentient beings, all hungry ghosts, and all those who have no one to pray for. Echo. This pure assembly facing the three treasures humbly hold this auspicious service of Segaki according to the prescribed rite to make offerings for all the spirits in the ocean of the Dharma realm. We respectfully implore the three treasures that have deep causal affinities with the 3 times and the 10 directions, and the deities of wondrous court transformations, to please come into this world and assure the appeasement of the hungry ghosts. This morning we offer incense, flowers, and a prepared meal. We humbly recite this great vehicle of the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma and chant its sacred title with our different voices joining in a single harmony so that this merit spreads throughout the ultimate reality and is offered equally to the multitude of sentient beings of the 10 directions. We request the invisible support of the Buddha and our founder and pray that the benefits of this merit are secure and not fruitless. We especially pray, may the sound of the Dharma of the great vehicle spread over the Buddha land that stretches out of the ends of space. May the cloud of the various flowers of the quote following conditions decorate this place of practice in this ineffable Buddha land. May the light of the Dharma shine through inside and outside of countless realms. May the fragrant incense of the Dharma nature perfume all the people in all lands. May this mystic spell quickly vanquish the sufferings and difficulties of the 6 worlds. May the wondrous sound of the ultimate words that reveal the truth bring about the nirvana of the 3 bodies. The power of prayer, originally contained in the wonderful Dharma, mix this pure water of the constantly abiding conventional reality with form, this essential Dharma nature water of the ultimate truth without form. This meal that we have prepared, this full bowl of rice, these sweets, these fruits, this clean tea, and the other offerings presented all have a wonderful color, smell, and taste. This prayer's function has no limit. We offer this most delicious taste to the Buddhas of the 10 directions. The high, medium, and low flavors we offer to the wise men, the sages, and the beings of the 6 worlds respectively. We also offer them to all the spirits and living beings of the 25 states of existence in the hope that we can alleviate all hunger, thirst, sickness, and anxiety. In this way, depending on their capacity, we give the benefit of the ground of fruition that is pure and cool, and also many other certain benefits. Our only wish is for the compassion and protection of all the 3 treasures. We most humbly reflect that the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma that we uphold is possessed of the boundlessness, light of truth, infinite merit, superior virtue, God unease, and mystic sacred spells. May this pure and undefiled light shine into the dark demonic world and upon all the beings of the six worlds. May this light eliminate the darkness of retributions, the darkness of evil actions, and the darkness of fundamental ignorance. May the bodies, minds, and personal and environmental effects of prior actions of these beings that we pray for also receive these various forms of pure, wondrous light. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma is the true source of the sweet Amrita of mystic sacred spells. May the Dharma reign of this sweet Amrita fall upon all beings and extinguish the fires of defilements, evil actions, and retributions. May the bodies, minds, and personal environmental effects of prior actions receive this pure, wondrous refreshment. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma is the true source of the milk of oceans of Dharanis and sacred spells. May the bodies, minds, and personal environmental effects of prior actions produce this pure, wondrous milk and eliminate all the various forms of hunger and thirst throughout the world of the hungry ghosts, and both the mundane and supramundane worlds. May this milk forever nourish the reward body, the Dharma body, the wisdom body, and the merit body. The Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma is the most superior sutra that possesses the mystic and sacred spells. We pray to spread throughout the 10 directions of the ocean of the Dharma world realm the taste of this refreshing Amrita and offer the merit of the profound Dharma body with the perfection of eternity. We pray to spread the unsurpassed ghee and the merit of the wondrous being of Surangama Samadhi with the perfection of bliss. We pray to spread the great king's meal and the merit of the middle way, highest Samadhi, and with the perfection of true self. We pray to spread the one mark and one taste of liberation and the merit of the consummate emptiness Samadhi and the perfection of purity. We ask the three treasures of the Lotus Sutra, especially our founder Nichiren Daibosatsu, to accept our prayer out of the great love and compassion so that all our wishes may be realized. With this spirit, may we all eliminate our deep, beginningless offenses and achieve the wondrous, indestructible Vajra body and rid ourselves forever of hunger and thirst in the 9 Dharma worlds. Honor be to all the worlds of the 10 directions and the 3 times, the world honored ones, the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, the Sutra of the Lotus Flower of the Wonderful Dharma, the teaching of equality, the great wisdom, the one vehicle. May the merits we have accumulated by this offering be distributed among all living beings, and may we and all other living beings attain the enlightenment and awakening of the Buddha, and may the Dharma realm be equally benefited. Namu Please turn to the back of your service pamphlet. She saved 4 great vows of the Bodhisattva. Tujomu Hensegando, sentient beings are innumerable. I vow to save them all. Om Namu Shoeizan, our defilements are inexhaustible. I vow to quench them all. Om Nujin Seganchi, the Buddha's teachings are immeasurable. I vow to save them all. Utsudo Mujo Seganjo, the way of the Buddha is unexcelled. I vow to attain the path sublime with this body. Until I attain Buddhahood, I shall maintain my faith in the Lotus Sutra. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Namu Myo Renge Kyo. Venerable ones, remember us, be where you like, and come again out of within the present. Place your hands in Mokai, Join, Cosmic Mudra. Begin with silent meditation. In Shingo. Meditation on the sublime Dharma of Myo. Consciousness of life. Thank you all very much for coming today, for practicing with us, for putting your effort and your devotion and your prayers for all of those that have not prayed for today. Thank you for those who tuned in from home to celebrate Segaki with us and to celebrate the last regular. These are the new candles?
These are all.
That's the only one. That's the only one with supercharged? That's the only one. Okay. And then for today's scripture, why don't we all line up behind the ancestors?